linaw po para sa ating mga kababayang Pilipino, no? Ang atin pong tinapos ngayong araw na ito, kung tawagin namin under the rules, is sufficiency in form. Ibig sabihin, dapat ng impeachment complaint signed ng complainant, verified based on personal knowledge and authentic records, may endorsement, resolution of endorsement ng member of the House. And with all these considerations, pinagtibay po ng boto ng mga miyembro ng Justice Committee na ang De Jesus complaint ay sufficient in form at ganun din ang Masa et al. Complaint ay sufficient din in form. No? Bukas po, tatalakayin naman ang sufficiency in substance. Pag sinabi po nating substance, dapat yun pong mga isinulat nila doon na pagkakamali ng impeachable official, they must constitute the offense, which is the ground for impeachment. The recital of facts must constitute the offense determinative of the jurisdiction of the Justice Committee. Hindi po sapat na nakasaad doon yung mga pagkakamali. Ang tanong, ito bang pagkakamaling ito ho ba ay impeachable offense? I hope I made it clear, no? At kagaya po ng nangyari kanina, bukas, pagkatapos pong talakayin ang sufficiency in substance, ang offense ba ay impeachable offense? Sapat ba ito para mag-constitute ng ground for impeachment? Boboto pong muli ang mga miyembro ng Justice Committee kung ang De Jesus complaint ay sufficient in substance at kung ang Masa et al. Complaint ay sufficient in substance. Again, kagaya po ng sinabi namin kanina, ito po'y preliminary matters of the entire proceeding of impeachment. And in determining form and substance, we are supposed to confine. Ang tututukan lang po namin ay kung ano ang nakasulat at nakikita namin sa impeachment complaint. We are not supposed to go beyond. Bawal pa po kaming makinig ng mga ebidensya to prove the allegations in the complaint. That will happen after these complaints pass the standards of form and substance.